ああ、正直に言うと吐き気がある。
Yeah, and crampy.
ああ、でお腹が痛い。
As soon as this is over, I'm gonna go get a hot water bottle.
ああ、これが終わったらすぐホットウォーターボトル、湯たんぽ。
To be honest, like today, I've been so tired.
うん、
And
今
I
日も
feel
疲れ
like
てた。
my body, I don't know, I kind of feel like I might be getting sick. I also feel something here. I don't know.
ああ、sick。
Yeah, maybe like a cold is coming on.
ああ、風邪かもしれないような。
Yeah.
喉がちょっと。
I feel a bit bad.
うん。
I look so pale.
色が白、
I'm
青白。
always white though, aren't I?
And blue?
Do I look blue?
No. Pale is like blue and white.
Is it? I never. I just think of it as like white skin.
ああ、白ね。
I don't know though, when I'm pale, I definitely do look a bit blue, especially under the eyes.
ああ、ちょっと目の下がクマがありますか。
Like a bear.
Yes, you have a bear.
I have bears under my eyes. Anyway, our theme today is why we are choosing to pop out babies in Japan.
うん、今日のお話題はなぜ日本で出産するかです。
To be honest, I mean, there were two options, let's be honest. There was Japan or the UK.
うん、まあ2つ理由じゃない、チョイスがあって日本とイギリス。
And then, I don't know, it's not so much a case of like, oh, this one's really good and this one's really bad, so we chose this one.
ああ、どっちがめっちゃ良くてどっちが悪いから選ぶわけではなくて。
But it definitely made it easier that Japan has, I think statistically, like people can correct me on this, but I've heard that Japan has the lowest rates of mortality for mothers and children during birth,
ああ、
like in the whole world.
うん、統計で見たことあるのが日本がすごい最も低い、死亡率、母親と子供の最も低い。I see.
And after having one kid here, I can kind of see why.
ああ、その一人子供も出産してなんでかちょっと分かったような気がする。
Like the first time, I think we were always like, team, we're gonna do it in Japan. I think there was never really a question of it.
ああ、もう前から日本でやろうっていう。
Yeah, it just never felt right to like go to the other country and then, you know, he might not be able to be there and I don't know, it just didn't feel right to be away from like our home.
ああ、今もう日本の、鹿児島に住んでて出産するときにこう離れてするっていうのがちょっとなんか違うなっていう。
But now that we have had a kid here, I can say with full confidence that the Japanese health system is like really, really good for maternity and giving birth.
ああ、もう一人目をもう産んでみて分かったのは日本のそのメリット。
Yeah, the medicine.
ああ、その出産の環境とか医学的なのはすごいいい。
Yeah. So for example, we're going to a hospital. Do we say the name? Is it fine to say the name? Yeah. We're going to a hospital called Aiku.
うん、病院の名前は、愛育病院ってところに行く予定で。
In Kagoshima.
鹿児島で。
And we tried. We actually ended up going to 3 hospitals for the first pregnancy, and the first 2 didn't work out.
ああ、最初3。
Yeah, we tried 3, didn't we?
3つぐらい病院行ったけど、いやいやいや。
The first 2, it was more like translation issues, and like I think they didn't have confidence in the language difficulties. So.
いくつか行ったけど、その言語の違いとか、ちょっちょっとした調整というか。
But yeah,
合わない部分があったり。
this hospital Aiku was just incredible.
愛育病院はすごい素晴らしい。
So one thing I do know that's very, very different from at least UK and America is that like I have a friend that just had a kid in America and she had something like 2 or 3 ultrasounds the whole time, like the whole 9 months.
ああ、そのイギリスとかアメリカとかとだいぶ違う、友達アメリカにいる友達とかから聞いてて違うと思ったのが、その出産のもう10ヶ月の中で なんかウルトラサウンドは超音波が2回とか3回とかだけ、
And I talked to her the other day, and she even asked me like, "Oh, are you having that big check done?" And there was a name for it. And apparently in America, about halfway through, you have this big check where they like measure everything.
ああ、アメリカだったらちょうど半分の時に大きな検査があって全部測ったり。
Yeah, but here they just, you know, you go back at the beginning. You go back every like 2 weeks, and then after that, it's like every month, and then at the end, it goes down to like 1 week. And they're checking everything constantly.
日本だったらもう何週間かに1回とか月1回とか行って、で最後の方はまた
Like I'd say
高頻度に。
over the course of like, you know, we call it 10 months here. We probably have close to like, you know, 15 to 20 ultrasounds.
日本だったら、まあ、その10ヶ月の中に10回とかその、
Yeah, there's a lot, right?
そのエコーをやってもらってる。
We have a lot. The vag ones, the tummy ones, everything.
そのこうプシュってやるやつとお腹に当てるやつと
Yeah, and they're so thorough.
しっかりこう全体的にしっかりやってくれて。
So you definitely feel like very, very looked after. And they
す
go
ごい
through everything with you
すごい
multiple times.
何回もしっかりと一緒に説明して丁寧にやってくれる。
And especially like the hospital that we're going to now, I honestly love them. They're so thorough, and they like know us.
今言ってるところはしっかりそうやって見てくれるし、
Like they remember us. Like some of the midwives and stuff, they'll ask us like, "How's Leo doing?" Like they remember him from when he was like there.
自分たちのことも知ってくれてて覚えてくれてて、今の子供もそこで出産したからその子のことも覚えてくれてて。
I mean, they might have just looked at our files beforehand, but I'd like to think that they remembered.
その来る直前にただカルテ見てただけかもしれないけど、まあ覚えてる。
Either way, I'm happy.
どちらにせよ、ありがたい。
And then the birth itself, we actually like we are finally getting to the end of getting the birth video ready to release.
1回目の出産の動画がやっと編集が終わりそうで。
And we watched the whole thing together yesterday, and like, yeah, they're just very caring. Everything is very like supportive. They're constantly coming and checking on you. Like, do you feel pain? Da 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 da. Everything is so supportive when you're giving birth. Like, I remember it almost like was like a joy. Like, I remember it with fond memories. It was almost like fun. It was just exciting. There wasn't stress. Well, there's a little bit of stress, but it felt relaxed, and I think that they really do a good job calming you.
すごいこう気にかけてくれて、でその、まあ、楽しくいられて、すごいチェックしてくれて。
And one thing I've also heard is that the rate of C-sections here is much higher than other countries.
その日本ではC セクションは帝王切開の割合が結構高い、他の国に比べて。
And I know that some people might not like that. But I know that the reason that it's so high is because doctors would rather take a safer option that means a C-section rather than take, you know, a slightly higher risk of something else if something's going wrong. And I know that other countries might be a bit like, oh, but I want it to be natural. But for me, I'm like, if you think that this is the safest option, then that's totally fine. I was always prepared to do the C-section if that was their choice.
人によってその、まあ、C セクション帝王切開の割合が高いのがちょっと気になる人もいるけど、その日本ではそうやってなんかリスクがある時はそれを避けて、まあ、より安全な帝王切開を選ぶっていうのは、まあ、女王としてはすごい嬉しい、嬉しいことです。
I just feel that they're always willing to like, you know, do everything they can to make this as safe as possible.
より安全な方法をまあ選択してしっかりと選んでくれる。
And then afterwards, so I don't know details fully about England or America, but I've heard all these people saying that like, you know, they have a C-section and they're out of the hospital in like 24 hours. Or like you have a baby like vaginally and then you're out in the same day for some people. But here you you don't have to, but you're very, very, very strongly advised to stay for 5 days for a vaginal birth and I think it's 10 days for a C-section.
そのアメリカとかイギリスとか、まあはっきりちょっと 詳しく分かんないけどその出産してもうすぐ24時間とか、24 hours とかその日、とかにもう入院せずに帰宅したりするところもあったり、でも日本の場合は5日間その経腟分娩だったら5日間で帝王切開だったら10日間入院するみたいな聞き回りが一応。
And like, it's fully necessary.
すごい必要。
I can't imagine what I would have done if they had just been like, right, bye bye. Because like honestly, for me, I'll be brutally honest. I like fully got postpartum depression, baby blues as soon as I gave birth.
そのだからそうやってすぐ帰るっていうのはちょっとジョーは考えられなくて。そのジョーが前回出産した時はその産後うつみたいな感じになってちょっと落ち込んで、
It was like I can't even describe what it felt like. It was crazy because I was just crying like 24 hours a day, and I was terrified of this baby. And like if I didn't have the support of the midwives, like teaching me everything 50 times because I was panicking so much, I just don't know how we would have handled it.
もうそのもうちょっと表現が難しいけどもう24時間もう一日中泣いてたりとかしてたりしてすごい落ち込んでたけど、そのなんか赤ちゃんをどうやってケアするかとかをそのミッドワイフ助産師さんとかがすごい丁寧に教えて何回も教えてくれて、
And then even like afterwards for like months, I would go back there like sometimes like twice a week. Because I was having problems with breastfeeding. But it felt almost like it wasn't just that. I feel like they were also just checking on me. Like it felt like they really wanted to check that I was, you know, dealing with things well. So we were back there like a lot.
終わってからもその何回も通院したりとか、その母乳がなかなか出なくてこう大変な時ももう週に2回とかも来させてくれるような感じで。
Yeah, I had shots in my butt. I had placenta shots.
プラセンタ注射とかそういうのも
I don't know if it did anything.
ちょっと効果は分かんなかったけど。
Yeah. I don't know. It felt very supported.
すごいサポートされてるって感じた。
So basically, I don't have a lot of information about England because I've never had a baby there. All I know is that all of my experiences in Japan have been really, really good.
そのイギリスがどうなのかはちょっと詳しくはわからない。ジョーは日本でしか出産しないから。
Except for one thing. This new hospital, we haven't had this problem, but one of our other hospitals that we went to were a little bit mean about weight gain. And I've heard that a lot from especially Western women. Because back home, they're like, put on as much weight as you like. You're making a baby, you need the energy, you need the fat, blah, blah, blah. Here, they're like, no, you do not put on weight. And if you put on too much weight, we're going to shame you for it.
一つその日本でちょっと気になるのは体重の管理がすごいしっかりしてて、体重はこうちゃんとコントロールしないとっていうのがすごい言われる。でもイギリスとかだったらその、出産に際してそんな体重をうるさく言われたりしないのかな。
Yeah, unless you put on like gross amounts of weight. Like they're very like, it's fine, don't worry. You can lose the weight, but this is an important time to be growing a baby. So just don't worry about it.
体重が増える分にはそのなんだろう必要なものだからって言ってある程度は許容されたり。And
also, I don't know if this was just this one midwife, but there was one midwife with like, she took me into a back room and she didn't speak in English, so she just didn't say anything. But she just like whipped my top off and then started like my nips. That was violent. She was like, it was like she was trying to turn on gas control or something, like, and it just wasn't working. It was really painful.
そのある病院とかで行った時にそのなんだろう母乳マッサージ
Yeah, I've never heard of that in any other country.
乳首マッサージみたいなのをしてもらってもう結構シュッやって
Yeah, she was just like, it's actually down. She pulled it down and then
下の上に
and there was no warning. She didn't even try and like gambare with the English or anything. She was just like
英語もよく分かんなかったからもう とりあえずやって。
I think that was actually our last appointment at that hospital because we were just like, okay, we're gonna change.
ああ、そこの病院ではもうね、それが最後だったかな。かも。
And so we talked a lot about the hospital. Basically, it was very good. The only other thing that comes immediately to mind is the money aspect, which I think you're better with.
ああ、お金のサポートもあったり、その出産一時金みたいな42万円出たり。Yeah,
they very much want to encourage people to have kids. So they are very
they
generous to cover the medical
They cover
costs.
the
And
cost.
stuff.
Yeah.
They don't cover the epidural, but we're happy to pay for that.
その無痛分娩は保険適用にならなかったり、その個人的に希望する場合は。
And I've heard of some people, little secret, if you have a C-section and you have good insurance, you can make money.
その任意保険とか入ってて、帝王切開になった場合はそういう保険が下りたりとかして、いっぱいもらえたりする場合もあったり。But it's
profit.
It's personal insurance.
Yeah, I think it might be personal insurance, and we're cheap. We just have the government one. But yeah. Anyway, they're very supportive. We get lots of, well, not lots of money. We get money to get through this process.
お金的なサポートもあったり。
And then you get a cute little half Japanese baby.
で赤ちゃん、ハーフ赤ちゃん
Well,
が。
we do. We got the cutest baby in the world. I don't know about everyone else. But...
一番可愛い赤ちゃんが生まれてきた。Yes. For us.
No, for everyone.
For everyone.
How many times have we heard, was it kawaii suguru?
可愛すぎる。
That's my favorite compliment.
ジョーの日本語のお気に入りの褒め言葉。可愛すぎる。
Yeah, I love hearing that. It's too cute.
Too cute.
Yeah.
可愛い可愛いね。
You have any other comments?
No, I'm happy that you're here.
Thank you.
ジョーが今いてくれて。
I'm happy that I'm here.
ありがとうございます。Thank you. Yeah.
We got some comments. Do you want to have a quick look at those before we say goodbye?
Yes. 出産。こんばんは。今日登録させていただきました。I registered your channel today. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
嬉しいですね。よろしくお願いします。And you sometimes get like a celebration meal at the
Here.
hospital in Japan, but how about in England?
No,
in
that's not a
the
thing
UK?
though.
イギリスでは特にそう
That's
いう
definitely a
お祝い
thing.
の
I've never heard of that before. Here.
お祝い食事みたいなの。
It was crazy. It was so big. I didn't actually eat it because I was really nauseous and crazy.
ジョーもすごい大きなお皿に。
Yeah, it was huge, and it was like covered in like crab's legs and like all these fancy looking things. It did not look like a dinner for one person.
もう一人のご飯とかに見えないぐらい豪華で、でもジョーは気分悪かったりとかして食べなかった。
Yeah, but it was crazy. Yeah, we don't do that in England.
イギリスではない。
Yeah, I think that's a really cool thing.
すごいクールいいこと。Good question.
That's a good question.
And, I'm a mother. 2 kids mother. And you need rest during the hospitalized.
Oh, afterwards.
Yeah. And you get good food and you can get rest separately with your baby.
Oh, like just the two of you. Or
no.
as in like the baby can go into the midwife's room.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would save my life.
そうそのなんだっけ赤ちゃんと別々の部屋で休むこともできて、それはもうジョーすごい助けられて。
Yeah, yeah. The nights in particular were really, really tough for me. So I'd always be like, oh, I'm gonna try. But then when I'm like crying at midnight, a midwife would always come in and be like, I think we're just, we'll take him. You have a nap.
ジョーはその、赤ちゃんと一緒に過ごしたいっていう気持ちはあったけど、もう夜になると結構心配だったりとか、赤ちゃんがこうね呼吸を止まらないかとか心配してて、で頑張って一緒に寝るって言ってたけど、そうやってその助産師とか助産師さんがこうやっていやもう 休みましょうかって言って連れてってくれたりとか
Like even without all the crazy that was going on, I mean, your vag has been destroyed, your whole body is not feeling good. It's not exactly the perfect time to be like learning to raise this new human, is it? So it's very good to get that support.
そのバージっていうのはそのあそこのことでバージが destroyed、破壊されて破壊されてる状況でその赤ちゃんの育て方とかちょっとねそうやって積極的に学べる状況じゃなかったりとかね、するのでありがたかったっていう。
Yeah, my vagina thanks them a lot.
ジョーのバージはすごい感謝してたって。
Okay.
English.
Good evening,
Good evening.
Jerome. I just graduated from.
Graduated?
Graduated from his degree today.
Oh.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
I think giving birth is a heartwarming moment to start a family and a new generation. I do too. And it is a nice fusion. He's saying it's a nice fusion between countries.
Fusion.
Between countries.
融合。
Yes, we're a
イ
good
ギリス
team.
と日本の融合で、グッティームで。
We're trying hard
Yes, 頑張っております。
by creating the cutest baby in the world.
In the world.
In the world.
世界一可愛い赤ちゃんを産んで頑張っております。
That is our contribution to the international couples of the world.
それが私たちの貢献
Yeah.
です。はい。ありがとうございます。
So thank you for joining us
ありがとうござい
tonight.
ま
I
す。
feel
今
like we
日も
have talked enough.
今日もたくさん十分話しましたかね。
Yeah, thank you for the great questions.
質問とかコメントありがとうございます。
And
ま
if you
た
have, yeah, if you more,
これからも続けていきたいと思いますので、気になることとかあればお願いします。
So I'm gonna go get a hot water bottle, and then we're gonna eat some dinner. So I hope you guys also have a lovely evening planned.
湯たんぽを作ってご飯を食べて寝ます。
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
それでは
Thank you for joining us.
ありがとうござい
See you
ま
next
す。
time.
また
Bye.